Okay, so here we are in first round. We are up against Snake Eyes, and they're starting off with a bonfire, so that's always good. So our opponent goes ahead and searches here. Got the effect railer in hand. I'm just not sure what to use it on. They've searched the new deer bells, Snake Eyes deer bells. He's having a good think here about what he wants to do. He activates the witch, discarding the card. I let that go through. The way I see it is the witch isn't the issue here. So I'm trying to hold on to it for either the Snake Eye Ash or the Poplar. And there's the Ash, and I'm thinking, well, he's got the extender already. He could send them off. So I'll wait. I'll make it sure that he can't grab the other spell. That's where my brain's at here. So he specs the Popular. I slap down the effect veiler. And then he has the birch in hand anyway. So cool, I guess. And then he just links all four off. I was like, you absolute mad lad. So we have a 4 material Appaloosa. And I'm looking at my hand like, okay, I might struggle here. Then he plays the new Snake Eye thing, which allows him to spec it by putting it in the spell and trap from the original Popular, when using the Popular to out it. I don't really know what it does, but I just know he's able to special summon it. And then he gets the Snake Eye Oak here. He activates the Oak to bring back the Ash. Then he uses the Ash effect to send both of them to get the Flame Burge. And it's like, yeah, Snake Eyes doing Snake Eyes. It's going to do what it does. We just can't stop it. Like, we can try, but we will not succeed. Flame Burge activates here, specking back to level 1s. So there's the Ash, there's the Birch. He's got the IP. Here we go into the Fire Princess. Fire Princess activates to bring back the Flame Burge. The Flame Burge now activates. He links 4 here. Going into the Amber Whale. The Amber Whale linking off into the Zelantis, which I was quite shocked by because I thought the Zelantis was more junior opponent's turn, but hey ho. When he activates the Flame Burge anyway, putting the IP in the spell and trap zone. So, yeah, he's proper set up here. I'm really not sure what to do. I'm really not sure how to get around everything that's going on. But we can only do what we can do. So he passes down, we draw, and then here we go. So I do apologise. Part of my screen is covered, so I'm just trying to work with what I can. We go ahead and activate the Fight for Patchwork. Trying to bait an Ash out, but the Ash doesn't go, and we get the Jump and the Polly. We activate the Princess, the Inherit Summon condition, to discard a card to Special Summon her. And then she will be Chain Link 1, the Edgemp will be Chain Link 2, and then which will then add the Patchwork. So our opponent brings back the IP and then links off into the SP. But our search goes through at least, so we're cooking what we can cook. We grab the Challenge of Cherie to bounce. We activate the Chimera fusion here to fuse off the Nightmare Apprentice and the Gazelle in hand to go into the Bertho. So we chain 1 Gazelle to search for an illusion, chain 2 the Bertho to Foolish. And yeah, we get the first Apo negate, I believe, here. Is what it is. Like we're trying to bait through these negates. We're trying to do something. We've got to try and put something together here. So there's the first Apo negate. So we still get to add an illusion. So we go ahead and we add the Kotal. We then go ahead and activate the Kotal, discarding of it to add a monster that mentions Chimera Fusion from deck to hand. So it's one thing we're starting to do something, I guess. And this is the target negate, so it's there now to stop that SP Little Knight, because SP does target. So here we grab the Berthamut, which our opponent was surprised by, but at the end of the day, I need to get things into rotation. Here we go ahead and we normal summon the Mirror Sword Knight, and this is the monster effect one, so that's what they've got to bear in mind. Here I go ahead and activate the polymerization, and our opponent's having a think here. Because you got to bear in mind, he can do a whole lot of stuff here. And we've used the Talons and the Berthamut into our I'm assuming saying Chaos from hand. I can't remember what I had in hand now. I do apologise. But we're going to the Guardian Chimera, which he attempts to negate with the Apo. So we chain the Mirror Sword to Monster Negate. So, yeah, I'm happy with that. We was able to get around the IP and we get to blow something up. But he does go ahead and activates the SP here. Our monster is untargetable. So he goes ahead, targets his own monster, unfortunately. But we was just able to punch over, get some damage done. We add the Chimera Fusion back to hand. We've still got the Kotal. Yeah, it's a shame that he didn't try and target our monster, because like the Kotal to blow up the SP would have been nice. But we set one, and yeah, in my opinion, we didn't do too bad. We was playing through an SP, an IP, 4 negate Apo, and the Zelantis thing, and we was able to still set up a somewhat board. Yeah, to me that was great improvement compared to some of my normal plays. I do feel like I really thought my plays through there, and it's just unfortunate that it's not really enough here, because Snake Eyes at this point, they've just got the gas, they're just cooking. So here we go, we got the Princess, we do shoot off the Ash, because at this point I know he's limited on card resources in hand, so I feel like we can spare the Ash here. But then he goes ahead and normal summons the Poplar, and it's like, shit. Okay, so he gets the spell which he wanted anyway, and yeah, it was annoying. It's like, cool, yeah, just what he had left in hand was kind of exactly what he needed, but that's what Snake Eyes does, you know, at the end of the day. Here we go ahead and activate the Chimera Fusion in response to him activating the spell. Because again, I've got to try and outplay and think a little bit here. I really didn't want to get rid of the non-targetable Guardian Chimera, but I needed to keep the Bertho on the field to keep Kotal alive. So we go into the Predaplanticus here to get the quick effect to negate, and then on the new chain, the Berthamut will spec back the Nightmare Apprentice. But obviously his stuff's all activated as well. So now as activates, there's our Apprentice back, and then the Apprentice will activate on the new chain, which will allow us to add an illusion. So SP targets here, and boom, there's the Kotal. We negate and destroy, we get rid of the SP. That is exactly what we needed to do. That's what we needed to happen there. Even though our opponent is still building this board, he is still got a lot more bodies on pitch than what we do. You know, surely they only run one SP. You know, surely they only run one IP. Maybe 2 Fire Princess, who knows? But, you know, we are burning through their resources here. It's just unfortunate that I had to get rid of the Guardian Chimera. I do wish that they would have activated a target in effect to burn the Kotal beforehand, so therefore I could have fused off the Bertho on field instead, but we take what we can take. Here's the Nightmare Unicorn. I thought, okay, cool, he's just going to spin, but no, he doesn't have a card in hand to spin. It's literally just there for the Link 3 access code, and it's, yeah, that's the GG's right there, you know what I mean? He just bashes, pops, blows up my field, and takes game 1. As you will see play out here. So that was always fun. I love access codes. It's one of my favourite cards. He just pops everything. If I've done my little editing right, it should just jump to game 2 when this one is done. You shouldn't see any of the siding here, but there we go. Yeah. So here we are, round 1 game 2, Snake Eyes versus Chimera. So here we go. So we are going first, and we go ahead and normal summon the Sword Knight and activate the effect. We're not met by an Ash, so we're cooking. We go ahead and spec the Birthmark. The Burfo effect gets hit with the, I think, Veiler or Ember, but I can't see part of the screen, sadly. So we have to set to and pass. That is how much that hand trap actually hurt us on this round. So our opponent goes ahead and normal summons the Poplar searching for a wanted spell. And then we go ahead and drop the Droll. We did side the Drolls in. We thought Droll would hurt this deck more than some other hand traps. However, it really doesn't, I guess. Honestly thought Droll did hurt Snake Eyes, but it really don't. Like I said, I think I'm getting to the point now where Droll is going to come out of my sideboard altogether. Where the decks where it does help, it's just not a big enough payoff. But anyway, so he's got the field spell, he's got the big 28 thing. He gets rid of 1 monster to spec a level 1. We drop the Ash because fuck it, why not? Here he goes ahead and plays Forbidden Droplet, get rid of the Poplar. I thought it was a bit weird. I was like, okay, cool, you've negated my monster effect. But it's doing nothing anyway. But it's just to get the Popular in the Spiral Trap, and then you can activate the bigger one. And then he can go ahead and just punch over one monster. And I was like, cool, yeah, sweet. Thank you for that. So he passes turn, we draw. We go ahead, ditch the character's cost. This to add a monster which is Fusion. We go ahead and grab the Mirror Sword. We normal summon the Mirror Sword and quick effect tribute cost to spec a monster that mentions Chimera Fusion. Woo! Yeah, so we go ahead and spec the Burfo. Here I think it's the trap card he activates here. Yeah, not entirely sure what that trap card's called, but basically that's put a monster in the spell and trap zone. So my Birthmark goes to the spell and trap, and I was like, okay, cool, thank you for that. It still resolves, so we still get our Chimera Fusion and our Gazelle. However, we are now bodies short of a fusion. So, pass turn there, I guess. So it's our opponent's turn now. He's having a think here. He activates something. I can't remember what he activates here. I do apologise. He's having a good think about what he wants to do. I think he just punched me for 28. So here we go ahead and normal summon. So, what's going on? I've really lost track of this, dude. I thought it was our opponent's turn because he must have just punched for 28 and passed. Anyway, so we go ahead and normal summon the Gazelle, we get the thingy. And then he gets the Poplar. We go ahead and chuck down the Super Body, fusing off both his monsters for Mud Dragon because they are both pyros but different. One Spellcraft still, one was pyro, sorry, they're both fire but different. That turn we get a little bit of damage off. I'm having a look through just to see what else I can really do here in the next deck. Not a whole lot, so I set one and punch for some damage, 19 to 15. We pass turn, and can you see that card in our opponent's hand? It's Regeki. Boom, he drops the Regeki. And I'm like, what the fuck? Who plays Regeki in Snake Eyes? Apparently my opponent blows up my whole field and there's not a damn fucking thing I can do about it because it's non-targeting. And even if it was targeting, I don't have diffusion on the field, so Kotal wouldn't be live. So I was like, okay, cool. Thanks, I guess. And then from here, he just kind of starts steamrolling us. You know, he's got the Fenrir play. And we're just kind of sat there, just like, not a whole lot we can do. He goes for the Snake Eye Ash, we flip the Imperm. We're trying to stop him. Obviously, we don't want him to like, proper stamp on us. We're trying to do what we can, but it's just slowly becoming a Fenrir beatdown more than anything else. But yeah, time for the funnies. He goes ahead and goes into Fire Charmer, links it out, pulls out Ash, then links that off into the Fire Princess. Fire Princess can obviously spec back a Pyro, so he goes ahead and, Fire, brings back the 2800 dude, and I believe that's game on field, so there we go. GG's.